Okay, so I'm going to try and walk you through some steps just to, as quickly and efficiently as possible, take a piece of audio that you're working on and bring it into Photoshop so that you can, add your looping or repeating or just your one frame by frame animation that you want to add to it. And then put all those pieces together in Premiere. So we're going to take the first step right now, which is using Audition, Adobe Audition, to take your audio file and like kind of pull out the parts that actually really matter. So you're going to want to make sure that you know where your MP3 version of your long audio composition is, and then you're going to want to bring that into Audition. So go ahead and get Audition open, which hopefully you kind of already know how to do, and then you're going to come in here and go just go up to File, and we're going to go ahead and just import that whole piece in there. So you can just click File, and then you just want to go find it wherever you got your file stashed, right? But I'm just going to go ahead and grab this top one, which is kind of a little experimental thing that I made as a demo, and drop that in. And so when you do that, you want to make sure that you check the multi-track button here. So you're just going to want to make a new session, and if you want, you could be smart about it and label it like something like animation sound 1, and then if you're going to do 6 of them, you're able to just continue to like change the name so that way every one of these sessions you just kind of know is a different thing, and when it pops out it'll have the right name and you won't get confused about which file is which that you're trying to work with. So I'm just going to drag this whole audio in here. You can go ahead and just click through this and click OK. It's just going to take it just a second, and then you probably won't be able to hear this on your particular on your headphones or whatever, because I don't think that the audio that on my computer plays through on that. But just so this has got this will have a waveform with it, right, and a whole bunch of sound. And so I just want to look for the place in this musical composition where I'm going to try to animate something. So let's just say that this little part right here has a big waveform. You can see it's got a big musical kind of or sound moment. I'm going to pick that as my spot that I'm using. So I'm just going to click and drag this thing down here, and then I'll drag it back. And then I got to go all the way to the end of the line here, depending on how long that piece is, and pull it back, right? And if this was the chunk that I really, really wanted to use, I could just isolate it, make any edits I might want to make to it to really tighten it up. And then if this is kind of the piece of audio that I want to animate along to, just go ahead and just leave it here. Make sure you always hit save so that you're saving your projects. And then I just want to go ahead and export this out. So I just want to do this for each one of the 6 loops that or pieces of music that I'm going to use to create my loops. So once I get that done, I can just go back up here, and then I can go ahead and export this out. And I'm just going to go down here, and I'm going to use the Adobe Media Encoder. Of course, there's multiple ways you can do it, but I just want to get this one thing kind of popped out. And I make sure you choose where you want to put it. So make sure the file name is right again, so you can find it and it's easy to identify. And then click, if you want to change your location, you can click Browse and click this twirl down, and then find your right spot. I'm just going to dump mine on my desktop for now. And then just going to open that up, the Adobe Media Encoder, and it'll export it out. So this would be just like any other project you've done in Audition already, where you're able to just work it all through and export that out. So once it lands on your desktop, get all of them pulled together, all the pieces, put those in a folder where you can find them on your thumb drive or however you're organizing your files, and then you should be able to move to the next step, which will be Photoshop. So I'll make a different video for that, and we'll keep moving.